No one does anything. No one's, everyone's looking to those people to sort the stuff out and to fix it. So
that's also some of the mission, how to get the people out of that groove. He'll sort it out, like with Jeremy Corbyn now, like, oh, there's a nice guy.
Yeah.
It's his problem now. Yeah, I can go back to playing video games.
Yeah.
I kind of made some progress with the Crazy Rejects in Sweet Space. They kept on coming on to me and the crew to like, why are you complaining to me? I'm not a complaint. Like, we sort it out.
Don't call them crazy. Oh, they are Crazy Rejects. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. If you hurt someone in the process of sorting it out,
Yeah.
We're going to do a quick go round. Just people say their name, any skills they've got, or anything from what we've chatted about that they'd like to help with more, or anything like that. So, hello, my name's Phoenix, and we're glad to see Solution Development Group starting to take shape. We're here every 2 weeks, every other Tuesday. If we can all do a little bit in the 2 weeks in between to help improve whatever it is, images, photos, solutions research, that would really help. Yeah, okay.
I'm Emma, and I will spend the next 2 weeks getting on social media with all of this. Open a Twitter account, develop these hashtags, link them up with the existing posts on the blog.
Right. Cool.
Okay, hello, I'm Elizabeth or Elizabeth. I will work on clarifying the terms and making sure that we associate particular categories with the correct terms and terms that people can associate things with easily. And I can also work when we start having more videos to work on having small text summaries that describe the video so people can associate that when we're actually sharing videos through our network and stuff, not relying only on the YouTube thing that somebody needs to click on and to see the description.
Text descriptions and organisations.
Yeah.
Rob, I want to hopefully do a bit of a break off next week. I was hoping to do it this week and do some filming with reasonable quality sound, which I'm not ready for yet, and do some interviews with some people who show up to the group. My first initial thoughts of Phoenix and Hamish, but you have your I can't remember the name of the group in Eastern Europe and various projects you're associated with, and I'm sure everyone who comes to the meeting is going to have something.
Yeah, Richard and Hamish should be along.
I'd like to do an interview with Hamish about the original Undercurrent setup, sitting down in a corner and try and do something a little bit like an interviewer, a camera person, an interviewee. I'd like to do one with Phoenix about the whole project, and then possibly do a sequence of interviews, possibly during the meeting next week.
James, make films, so I suppose the introduction video or a crowdfund video. I'd still say that potentially you want an introduction video first. When people go to the website, they can be explained what it is. And then most of that would feed into a crowdfund video anyway, and then equally a film on the Hive, which would take a coordination of the important characters in the story, which would be the owner, local businesses, someone from the local authority, a couple of volunteers who run the place, a couple of people who maybe run workshops, a couple of what we might call service users, so people that use the workshops or use the space as interviews and vox pops.
So
that could potentially coordinate around, you have a Respace event or something where all those people could come together.
February 26th is the next one.
That's Friday, is it?
February 26th is this Friday, yeah.
Well, I don't know, mate, you've done much networking. I don't think you've been a bit too busy, so you might be moving it on to another day. I don't know yet.
Whenever it is, it's basically all those people just kind of need to be here, because otherwise it would take weeks and weeks to go and travel and film them. But if all those people can be here, someone who runs a course, someone who, is...
G's been gagging for that for ages, but that's kind of a meeting point rather than a go around. But I think that's worth going into detail. I'd put what he's saying there as an agenda point.
Well, to me, it's obvious. It's an actual solution, and especially because it's an actual legal solution now. The fact that you actually have, you've got permission to occupy the building. I think that's a pretty big milestone that should be.
G has been absolutely gagging for someone to do exactly what you're suggesting there as well. For a long time.
All that stuff as well, you put that on the YouTube channel and you get a few thousand hits. You put the introduction video on the YouTube channel and you get 1,000 hits. Suddenly you've got traffic coming to you,
right.
And suddenly you're known for stuff. Like I've seen a lot of the clips you put on YouTube, and to a certain extent, putting too many clips on can be a bad thing. Okay. If you've only got loads of good quality on there, people will know you for having good quality. If there's just loads of stuff and it's a library that's unorganised, I think you'll turn more people off by having.
Put the quality up.
Yeah, I mean, it's the reason why TED has TED and TEDx, right? TED Talks, and any good TEDx talk, so TEDx is an event that's not an official TED Talk, a good TEDx video will make it onto the TED channel. But they don't, water down the TED channel.
It keeps their brand quality high.
Exactly, you can think, put it all on there. It's like a library. Put it all up, but then a library.
People don't come back.
Exactly.
And people wade in the mud and get lost and don't come back.
About this place, put an introduction about Solution Zone TV. I think you'd get more traffic.
What I'd like to do, taking you up on that, is at some point over the next 2 hours, we do a draft beginning introduction videos, filming in front of something there, saying, hello, this is what we're trying to do, what we are doing with the Solution TV project, blah, 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 blah. And then, we just film 2 minutes and go, that was crap. And then,
I think that would be a good agenda point to go into, and maybe write we could attempt to write a script now. There's not that many of us.
What you just said, the high solution one. Let's make that happen within the next couple of weeks.
Okay,
And write down what you just said there about an interview with the owner, people running it, a couple of service users. Just give us a little storyboard.
And we'll put that to G and get the necessary characters together and get them in one place at one time.
And that's a really good one. So if we can do an introduction video for 2 minutes and the Hive as a solution 5-minute film, boom, put those two straight up and say, look, this is what we're doing.
Okay, can I just go back on the semantics?
Yes.
Don't use the word service users. It's so much associated with mental health services, with social services, with blah blah services. Just say community center users or Hive users or community users.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, I won't be using the terms at all because I won't be in the film.
Yeah, but I'm just
saying.
All right, we'll get into that.
No, I'm not even asking
we'll
that. Just, so somebody who uses a workshop class, somebody who comes in regularly for yoga or whatever. It's really amazing because I wouldn't have the money. I'm just guessing this is what someone's going to say. Yeah, I wouldn't have the money to go and do yoga. So what's really amazing is it comes here and it's subsidised because it's cheaper, or that's what I'm guessing someone might say.
And what you said about the website having an explanatory video first, I thought, because sometimes I go to Solution Zone TV and whatever's on the front is the last thing you've spotted, and sometimes it's a little bit random, whatever the first bit of news happens to be on the site. So it might be good to go make your opening video a specific introductory piece that is like first user contact. This video is getting long. I'm going to plug this in now before I run out.
The hardest part is just to start.
Always.
With all these things. I mean, you talk for another 2, 3, 4 weeks, let's do an introduction video, or we can bang one out in the next hour at some point. Just start with the 2 minutes. It's not going to be the final version, but if I just stood over there and burbled, then go, that was a good line, that wasn't a very good line, let's improve
It's not just about that, it's not just about you talking to camera, it's, it's an advert.
Yep.
Shall we do a rough with the phone? Shall we write up a beginning, middle and end and try and do a shit version with the phone with the aim of doing a proper version with cameras and mics next week? So we got an intro and we can draw something on the board for an opening screen or something and just move camera. I'm going to put this on charge.
I might just use the short form Solution TV for now to the side. What do you reckon on the name? Solutions Now or Solution Zone?
I'm a great believer in the original idea, just not just your original idea, but in general, like songs, materials, bands, paintings. I often think the first idea is the one. I've got a bit of a superstition like that, so I think Solution Zone TV. That's my tuppence.